guys, I am Big Boss from Jar Gaming, here with a small collaboration with Engranaje, and here we are with the gorgeous and awesome cosplayer Stella Chuu. How have you been, and has Puerto Rico been cool since the day you came here?
It's been very warm and I love it very much. Thank you, sir. I love Puerto Rico. It's so nice and warm. Why is this room so cold?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Outside in the humidity, please.
Well, it was cold in the first attack, and I was like, when I was inside, I was like, I need a jacket. Jacket is in the car. It's too far. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah. And I was sitting in my cosplay. I'm like, it's too.
But at least tomorrow you're gonna be Luchador Pikachu, so at least you're gonna have a little bit more.
Not really.
Not really?
It's still,
Not-
it's still pretty cold.
Oh, okay.
Still gonna be cold. So please bring me some hot chocolate.
Okay. Well, I'll have that in mind. So I've seen you, Man at Arms, Master Yi. I've seen you as Sakura. I've seen you as Final Fantasy. I've seen you many cosplays. So my question is, which of all these cosplays? I make this question to all of the cosplayers. Which of all these cosplays is the one that you actually like have in your heart? It was like the most important one and the one that touches you since you're in your career of being a cosplayer.
Well, my favorite cosplay is definitely Sakizo. It's my Frozen Queen cosplay. It's she looks like she has white like makeup on with like a huge crown made of ice, and it's a huge ball gown, and there's like things floating around like a big feather boa. So it's like, the reason I love that cosplay so much is because it's really like it was a challenge to make. It's really complicated, and like amongst us cosplayers, it's like a really big deal to like cosplay from Sakizo because it's not easy. Like her designs are not easy, and like to the average person, like no one knows what Sakizo is. Like literally no one knows. It's like she's a Japanese illustrator.
Okay.
She doesn't speak any English, but she illustrates really amazing stuff. And ever since we cosplayers discovered her, like all we want to do is just make her creations. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know the cosplay, but I actually saw it. You were always in Instagram saying that it was really challenging making the crown, especially that looks amazing. So I've noticed that in all your cosplays that you have done, all of them you always put in Instagram and in Twitter that they like represent something of you. Like you choose these cosplays because you want to be these characters.
Yeah.
So in the cosplay community, I always ask the cosplayers saying, what would you guys like? What would you say to them? Like, what would you tell them to like? What will be their next project, or what will you give them like advice for their next projects?
I mean, if they're really good at cosplaying already, I'd say like don't do what's easy, do what's challenging, and do what will teach you something new. Because it's not fair to you as a cosplayer, as an artist, to want to do something that you can do any day. Like you want to do something where you'll have blood, sweat, and tears. It's gonna be a new kind of technique that you've never done before, and it's like gonna help you level up. And I feel like that's really important. Like I cosplay because I love to build stuff, right? Like I love getting my hands deep in there and like getting cuts and bruises and stuff. So that's what's important to me.
Okay. So I've seen recently that you have been partnered by Twitch. So my question is, I don't see that much Twitch because I have my own Twitch channel and I'm always live streaming, but I'm always paying attention to your social media. So my question is, why the emojis with the butts? I was like, when I saw the picture, I'm like, why emojis are butts? You know, why? The question is why?
¿Por qué no? So I have a theme. I love butts, and I started hashtag cosplay butts. So if you search hashtag cosplay butts, you just find a whole bunch of people taking pictures of their butts in cosplay, right? Because I wanted to celebrate butts, and I also just love butts, and they're really fun. Like I'm Tina Belcher through and through. And so when it came to like designing my own Twitch emojis, like I got stumped. I was like, everyone does an emoji that's of their own face, and it's different emotions from their face, and I just felt like really awkward about it. Like,
Yeah, you want it to be just different and
I
stand out?
I didn't want to be a picture of my face in my chat for people to like emote through, and it's like I don't know, it's like their emotions. Like it shouldn't be my emotions. It should be something that I care about, but not like my face. I don't know. I felt really awkward about it, and I went around looking for artists, but I couldn't find anyone that I felt really like I felt like I trusted with the stuff like what I wanted. And so one day I just decided to turn on Twitch because it wasn't working on a cosplay that day. I was like, why don't we just like draw stuff on like Twitch today and see what happens. And then I ended up just like drawing a butt, and then I started putting underwear on it because they told me that I couldn't do an emoji without underwear. And I was like, okay, let's do some underwear. So let's make a happy one. Let's make a gasm one. Let's make a angry one and a puke one. And it just like kind of snowballed from there. And so I really love the way that they came out, as well as my fans do, and they are going to use those for like other people's channels. And I feel like it speaks to like the broader audience better than like my face would. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. And plus, it's to be different.
I just want people to have fun with it. That's what I feel is important, because there's plenty of people who have like really fun emojis. One of my favorite emojis, I can't remember what the guy's name is, but his emojis are cute moe girls, and one of them has like the snake tail from Monster Musume, and then he makes it so that you can infinitely make her as long as possible through the chat, and so it has her head and then her body, and then like at the very bottom is like her tail. So that's like I love that emoji, and I would subscribe to that guy's channel because I want that emoji. And so I want people to subscribe to my channel because they want my emojis.
No, exactly. Like I would subscribe for the emojis too. Like I saw them, I'm like, wow, those would be great to use in any Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people have said this, but one of my favorite out of all the cosplays that you've done, one of my favorite ones, and is one of the recent one. Well, not that recent now, but it was the Pokemon Dome Dominus.
Yeah.
That one, I loved it.
Pokedoms?
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved it not because of the, like other people said, the lingerie. No, I loved it because the shots were really nice. It was something totally different, because you see everything the same, like the Pokemon with the whole Japanese theme or the armor types and everything. But this one was very, very different, and I saw that it was inspired by you and some other cosplayers.
Yeah.
So where did this idea came from?
So I think that everyone should have their own unique take on evolutions, right? Like evolutions are awesome. The way that this idea came up was me and my best friend Danger Doll, who's actually she's a burlesque performer who is also a cosplayer, but mainly she's actually one of the world's top 50 burlesque performers.
Oh, wow.
You can look her up, Danger Doll. You'll see she's like top.
When I shared all of the pictures and I tagged everybody.
Yeah. So
like,
she's. Like you think I'm good? No, she's freaking amazing.
No, even the photographer, he wrote me back. He's like, "Thank you for the share," and I'm like, "Dude, you are a great photographer. You are senpai. I'm sorry, but I have to say it."
Yeah. So I was talking to her, and we're like, "What can we come up with that like with evolutions? Like, let's come up with something fun." So I asked her to do some sketches because I didn't have any time to. She was like, "All right, let's do." She drew some pump rock. She did some other and then she did this one that had like crisscross, like with the bondage style thing,
exactly, yeah.
and I was just like, oh my god, I love that one. Wait, why don't we just do straight up bondage? Can we just do that? Can we just be like naughty? And then she was like, yo, of course we can. And so like I was like, yo, you got to go full on into it. Draw some sketches, and we'll collaborate. I'll like clean them up and stuff, and like do some crazy designs. And she's like, okay. She draws them out, and then I'm like, okay, now we got to recruit some people. So we started recruiting people, and they're all like, oh my god, I'm in for this, because every single evolution project I've done has been gold. So yeah, but then it hit me in the face. I was like, wait a second. Are we just gonna do something sexy, or are we gonna how can we make this special and different and not just gratuitous, right? You know, like we want to be sexy, but we also don't want to insult anyone with it. We want to make it feel different, feel good. And I was like, you know what? Everyone's been doing like boudoir lately, like cosplay boudoir, and like I've been doing boudoir for years because like I come from a background of burlesque. So it's like, you know what? Let's like take on Cosdor and like just slap it in the face and be like, this is how you can do it. This is how you can make it better. And so I went and did some research on like the way, like boudoir photography could be done. And I curated the entire photo shoot of ours. And I made sure all the photographers knew exactly how I wanted the shots and everything, like how to pose the girls and everything. So each shot is actually like meticulously curated by me.
With the servers and whatnot. But which team are you? Team Valor, Team Instinct, or Team Mystic?
Valor. Yeah.
Yes.
You want to see all my signs? So this is Valor. This is Mystic. This is Instinct.
I am Team Valor, so my question to everybody that was like, when you interview her, I'm gonna tell you she's Instinct. I'm like, I don't think so.
No, I'm Fire.
Oh.
I cut you down.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, well, thank you very much for this interview. And where can people find you? What is your social media like that people can know where to find you? You know.
Stella Chuu, Chuu. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, Twitch, YouTube, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for everything. And well, just gonna say we are here thanks to 5 Star Boost Mobile, and we'll see you later. And see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.